Every now and then, some of these right-wing news outlets have a host or a correspondent that goes off the rails so badly that the network itself has to come out and say, listen, we don't agree with anything this person said. Well, that situation unfolded early this week when Newsmax White House correspondent Emerald Robinson tweeted out this little gem. Dear Christians, the vaccines contain a bioluminescent marker called luciferase so that you can be tracked. Read the last book of the New Testament to see how this ends. Luciferase, which is in fact a bioluminescent marker, was used in the development of the vaccines, but it is not an ingredient in any of the COVID-19 vaccines. And more importantly, the Latin root Lucifer that begins that word only refers to light, as that's what it meant in Old Latin. It has nothing to do with Satan, has nothing to do with the Bible. It just has to do with the fact that it is a bioluminescent, so they named it Lucifer, which again, Latin root meaning light. So Newsmax forced to come out and say, listen, we've always here at Newsmax touted the efficacy and safety of these vaccines. We do not agree with these statements. The vaccines are safe, which is, again, ironic because, still pushing a little bit of disinformation through their network, much like Fox News is. Not necessarily so much lying about it, but attempting to cast doubt and, of course, to prop up anybody who opposes vaccine mandates. So while the executives at Newsmax say one thing like, no, the vaccines are safe and effective and everybody should get vaccinated, the on-air talent isn't exactly falling in line with that. But here's the thing. Emerald Robinson, the woman who tweeted out this idiotic link between the vaccines and a bioluminescent tracker linked to the devil, she's the White House correspondent for Newsmax. She's on the ground at the White House. She gets to go to the press briefings. Can we please kick this woman out of there? Like, that's ridiculous. This is a crazy conspiracy theory from somebody who clearly has no idea what they're talking about, and they shouldn't be allowed to go inside the White House. What's also funny is that Twitter did, by the way, remove the tweet, but before they did, you could see that it was sent on Twitter for iPhone, as are most of her tweets. I actually went through most of her Twitter feed. Most of them say sent on Twitter before iPhone. So this woman is worried about a vaccine having a tracker in it as she's walking around tweeting from her iPhone all day. That's what these idiots don't understand. Like, oh, I'm worried the government's tracking me. If you have a cell phone, they can track you. If you got a smartwatch, they can track you. If you have a car that has any kind of, these electrical components that come in these newer cars and the computer systems with the navigation and the satellite radio, they can track you. Stop freaking out about it. Yes, there's plenty of privacy issues, and if you want to talk about that, we can have great discussions all day long about the invasion of our privacy. But if you're still freaking out that I don't want anybody tracking me, then you better ditch the cell phone. You better ditch the Wi-Fi and the laptop and the iPad and the smartwatch and your new car and all of that, because every bit of it lets the government track you. But more importantly, it lets corporations track you so they can send you those wonderful targeted advertisements all day long. The vaccines, on the other hand, do not contain a tracker. Honestly, it would be redundant at this point because we all have so many trackers on our person at all times anyway. The vaccine is just a weapon we're using against a virus so we can get our lives back to normal. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you want even more Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to like, comment, share, but most importantly, subscribe, and don't forget, you can find me on all social media outlets at Fair and Balanced.